Marcus Smart looking. Kennard to win the game. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Luke Kennard.
Luke Kennard wins it for the Lakers.
Welcome to the Lakers show, Luke Kennard.
So we're at 9 games now. The Lakers streak is their longest since also winning 9 straight from December to January during the 2019-2020 season. They went on to win the 2020 NBA Finals in the bubble. Jay Will is back with us here to talk about the red-hot Lakers. But the question is, are the Lakers in that same sort of tier as the Spurs and the Thunder in the West?
Well, listen, my initial answer to that is going to be no. But the jury is still out. And I'm going to tell you why. It's one thing for us to look at Oklahoma City. I see your face. I'm coming to you. It's one thing for us to look at OKC. We know they're number one. We look at Wembanyama. He's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. Anybody that doesn't vote for him Defensive Player of the Year, take away their voting rights. They don't deserve it, okay? Just confiscate it, okay? He's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. He's got a shot to win League MVP, and obviously San Antonio has a shot to win the championship. This brother is just a freak of nature. He's absolutely exceptional. We have maligned the Lakers most of the season, particularly a 40-game stretch when they were a 500 team. That is not the Lakers that we're watching right now, Jay. And that's really the bottom line. When you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, Jay, lift your head up. The camera's on you, my brother. Let me tell you something right now. When you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, to see how efficient they've been offensively, to see how explosive Luka has been, to see how LeBron has made the adjustments, being the leader and the 4-time champion that he is, and understanding who he is and what he brings to the table to contribute to winning, having played the center spot at times, for crying out loud. What we've said about them, okay, can you make three-pointers? They've improved their three-point shot, okay? They've gotten better defensively, even though they're still not that great. But a great offense can make an opposing offense tight and less efficient than they're accustomed to being, because every mistake is something they believe will cost them. And I think that's what we're seeing when we're looking at the Los Angeles Lakers right now. They are clicking on so many damn cylinders, it's hard to put into words, because offensively, they're just that special. And when I watch, if you remember, Jay, last year when we watched OKC, there were a lot of offensive droughts. Their defense carried the day, because offensively, even though Shea Butter is one of a kind and what have you, you watched them and you said, damn, offensively they get a bit stagnant at times. And with the Spurs youth, you just never know. So I wouldn't pick the Lakers to beat San Antonio. I wouldn't put the Lakers to beat OKC. But they are legitimately the third best team in the Western Conference. And the momentum is climbing, which means to me we can't rule anything out.
Jay, it seems you would disagree. Go ahead.
You're so good, man. You're so good. Like, I swear, it's next level. Because I think after that beautiful soliloquy, all that word salad, you pretty much said that you don't think they're in the same tier as the Thunder and the Spurs.
I started off saying that.
Yeah. But then why say all the other stuff? What did all the other stuff have to do with it?
Because I think it could change, Jay. I think over the next few weeks it's change.
That's it. You my boy, big brother. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me on national TV that you are going to bet on this Lakers defense to carry them in a 7-game series if they met the Spurs or if they met OKC. And you're going to say that if in the last X amount of games of the season, that is enough to build your confidence in who they are defensively to do it. That's what you're going to say?
Okay, can I answer it this way, Jay?
Sure.
If the second round of the Western Conference playoffs were to begin today, the Los Angeles Lakers would play the San Antonio Spurs, correct?
Yes.
I think that's a 7-game series.
But you would pick the Spurs.
I would pick the Spurs. But I think it's a 7-game series. And so what I'm saying to you is because I think it's a 7-game, then we got Luka and LeBron in a Game 7.
So what you're saying is you're doubling down on there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Saying there's a chance.
I'm doubling down on there's a chance. Yes. And by the way, J.J. Redick is a Coach of the Year candidate, by the way.
I would agree with you on that. I think he's done a phenomenal job turning them around.
Yep.
I think we're seeing a team that's made improvements. I'm still on this stick with them that, look, they're on a hot game winning streak. I like the Lakers, love the way LeBron plays, love the way Luka plays, love the way some of their key individuals are fitting in. I just don't know if I believe they're on the same level as the Spurs and OKC. And even if the OKC has some offensive droughts, I know who OKC is defensively each and every night.
Okay.
I know who the Spurs are defensively each and every night. I know the Lakers may have the ability to outscore you, but I don't see that being sustainable when we get into a 7-game series where people can actually sink into these scouting reports and make life difficult for them.
Where I struggle with Jay Shea is that this brother, who's a national champion and player of the year, and he knows the difference between situations under normal circumstances and how things are when things get tight. You know that certain cats, palms get sweaty, backsides get tight. They get a little bit nervous. All right, it ain't the same as it is during the regular minutes in a game. So I'm thinking of LeBron and Luka, and the game is tight, and it's a lot on the line, and then all of a sudden you young. You know, and your athleticism and your basketball skills, your gifts ain't enough to carry you through. It's a little bit of this. It's a little bit of this. And who's going to have that advantage in those tight moments? That's how I'm looking at it, and I think Jay's ignoring that.
So, guys, think about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, like the Lakers were trending towards playoff irrelevancy. Like we were like, are we even going to talk about them on the show? They're kind of becoming irrelevant. Now they've creeped their way back up to the third spot in the West. We're having a conversation with them about the upper echelon. And we still have, what, a month and some change to go until the playoffs actually happen? Like, and Luka, they don't play good defense, but they're willing defenders. That was not a thing
Jay didn't pick up on that. Jay knows this, but he left that out. Like, Luka actually is giving you some effort defensively.
He's a willing defender.
LeBron James is playing center at times. He's doing whatever is asked of him, whatever is required in order to them to win basketball games. And then 1 minute it's AR, another minute it's Marcus Smart hitting a game-winning three. Luke Kennard last night. I'm like, wait a minute now. They're getting production from other people, and they're not god-awful on defense the way that they were months ago.
I'm just going to wait for the water to level out.
It's like him with the Cowboys. You're being like that with the Lakers. A little bit. Give them a chance here. I mean, they're trending in the right direction.
I'm going to give them a chance. Listen, we all know where I want to be in May and June. I want to be in Southern California.
That's why you're giving them a chance.
I want to be in Southern California and Miami. Miami ain't going to do it for me, but L.A. will.
Quietly, LeBron James has three straight double-doubles, too. Quietly.
Blood over the last 5 years since COVID. Relevancy is currency. And I can make a case that they're not a top 5 current relevant team in college basketball right now, which is crazy when you think about this is a brand that some of the most elite of the elite have worn, from Michael Jordan to Vince Carter to Jerry Stackhouse. I mean, the last time they had a top 5 pick was in 2005. Now they'll have one this year with Caleb Wilson. But let me actually put together a list. Stephen A., I know you like your A's list. Let me give you a list of my top 5 most relevant college basketball brands right now in the last 5 years since COVID. Number 1, UConn, back-to-back titles. Dan Hurley, a personality that extends and it kind of epitomizes what college basketball is. Duke, you can make a case, hey, number 1 recruiting class, 3 out of John Shire's 4 years, with another number 1 recruiting class last year. Back-to-back National Players of the Year, Cooper Flagg, Cameron Boozer this year. Kansas, I mean, you talk about conference dominance. Bill Self has won the conference regular season of the Big 12, the best conference in America, 13 years straight. 13 years straight.